This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Wanted to cover the story here called Britney Spears spotted behind the wheel after her father reveals plans to step down as her conservator. The Gimme More star was recently given permission to drive within her conservatorship. Now, there's a couple of different pieces of information going around that her father isn't actually stepping down yet, but apparently what we can derive is that the situation is changing, and obviously, if she can drive by herself, that's actual proof that the situation is changing. Britney Spears was spotted behind the wheel of her Mercedes on Saturday after news broke that her father planned to step down from his role in her conservatorship. The 39-year-old musician reportedly drove around her California neighborhood for a couple hours before she returned to her home. The Gimme More star may have been crying at the time. And my speculation is, I don't think it was weird crying for no reason. I think she was crying probably because she didn't get to drive around so much, if ever. I'm not exactly sure, but just having that piece of freedom back in her life probably teared her up a little bit. Britney is very happy the conservatorship is now allowing her to drive, a source told People magazine at the time. She's ecstatic and beyond grateful for all the help she is receiving right now. And here she is. Not the best picture, but you could clearly see she's not exactly happy or smiling or anything like that. She looks pretty darn serious. Spears' dad, Jamie Spears, filed court documents Thursday claiming he was willing to step down as the pop star's conservator. The two have been locked in a court battle over the past few years as the singer works to regain control of her life. The court filing maintains, as part of the transition process, Jamie hopes to work with the court and his daughter's attorney, Matthew Rosengart, to resolve pending matters related to his job as he passes the torch in order to facilitate a smooth transition. And it's a pretty nice car. I'm here to get rid of my dad and charge him with conservatorship abuse, Spears said of her dad in the last court hearing regarding the conservatorship. Jamie has controlled Spears' conservatorship since 2009 after she went through a series of involuntary psychiatric holds. And of course, there's always some interesting comments. As you could guess, or as you can see, this is a Fox News article, and one of the reasons I like covering Fox is because they usually summarize it, okay? They read People, they read the Daily Mail, and they summarize it, which I think is kind of a good thing. And sometimes when I go to the Daily Mail and I go to People and things like that, they've got ads all over, and Fox just has their one little thing there, so it's not like very intrusive. My ad blocker for some reason doesn't get everything, so that's my little ranty explanation on that. Let's check out one or two of these comments. I had fresh blackberries on my cereal this morning. Well, that's got nothing to do with it. You see those comments because I guess people don't care about the news and they leave silly comments. They haven't given the details of why the conservatorship happened in the first place, but generally, these things only happen if you're a threat to yourself or others. Generally, you don't want a suicide or homicide risk flying down the road in a 3-ton hunk of steel at 80 miles an hour with just a flick of a steering wheel between making her impulses a reality. And yeah, if they let her drive, I guess someone trusts her now. With Britney creeping toward total freedom, we will finally find out why she has been kept under lock and key. I feel sorry for the girl because I don't think she ever got the help she truly needed. Her family felt the best for her was to lock her up and throw away the key. And like I've said here before, ultimately, I'm thinking that I would give her a chance at freedom. Ultimately, if she's got issues, there are other ways to handle it besides controlling her money, controlling everything she does. And again, I gotta say over and over, I gotta drive this home. There's plenty of crazy stars and celebrities and people out there who are rich and they're not held up or locked up in some guardianship, especially since she's actually working, performing, doing stuff like that. It seems to me, on the surface, that she should be let out of this thing. And when she is let out, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not going to say she's definitely all there mentally. Who knows? She might get out and slip up first couple of weeks, start doing crazy things. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, I guess her family maybe was controlling and, manipulating and all this. But at the same time, maybe she did have issues. So maybe it's both going on. I don't know. I'm speculating, but I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen when this thing fully ends. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. Depp vs. Heard, little Meghan Markle, Britney Spears once in a while. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.